The Aged Mother by Matsuya Basho. Long, long ago, there lived at the foot of the mountain a poor farmer and his aged, widowed mother. They owned a bit of land which supplied them with food, and they were humble, peaceful, and happy. Shining was governed by a despotic leader who saw a warrior had agreed and cowardly shrinking from anything suggestive of failing health and strength. This caused him to send out a cruel proclamation. The entire province was given strict orders to immediately put to death all aged people. Those were barbarous days, and the custom of abandoning old people to die was not uncommon. The poor farmer loved his aged mother with tender reverence, and the order filled his heart with sorrow. But no one ever thought twice about obeying mandates the governor. So with many deep and helpless sighs, the youth prepared for what that time was considered kindest mode of death. Just at sundown, when his day's work was ended, he took quantity of unwinted rich, which was principal food for the poor. He cooked, dried it, tied it to poor clothes, which he swung and bundled around his neck, along with gourd filled with cool, sweet water. Then he lifted his helpless old mother to his back and started on his painful journey up the mountain. The road was long and steep. The narrow road was recrossed by many paths made by hunters and woodcutters. In some places they were lost and confused, but he gave no heed. One path or another, it mattered not. On he went, climbing blindly upward, ever upward towards the high bare summit of what is known as Awatsuyama, the mountain of the abandoning of the aged. The eyes old mother weren't so dim, and they noted the reckless hastening from one path to another. Her loving heart grew anxious. Her son didn't know a mountain's many paths, and his return might be one of the danger from brushes as they passed. She quietly dropping a handful every few steps of the way so that as they climbed the narrow path behind them was dotted and frequent. At last the summit was reached. Weary and heartsick, the youth gently released his burden and silently prepared place, a comfort as his last duty to the loved one. Gathering fallen pine needles, he made a soft cushion and tenderly lifted his old mother onto it. He wrapped her padded coat more closely about the stooping shoulders, and with tearful eyes and aching heart he said, trembling mother's voice was full of unselfish love as she gave her last injunction. "Let not thine eyes be blinded, my son," she said. "The mountain road is full of dangers. Look carefully and follow the path which holds the piles of twigs. They will guide you the familiar path farther down." The son's surprised eyes looked back over the path, then at the poor old shriveled hands and scratched and soiled by their work of love. "Oh, honorable mother, your kindness breaks my heart. I will not leave you. Together we will follow the path of twigs. Together we will die." Once more he shouldered his burden, and hastened down the path through the shadows and moonlight to the little hut. Beneath the kitchen floor was a folded closet for food, which was covered and hidden from view. There the son hid his mother, supplying her with everything she needed, continually watching and fearing. Time passed. He was beginning to feel safe when again the governor sent forth heralds bearing unreasonable order, seemingly as a boost of his power. His demand was that his subjects should present him with a robe of ashes. The entire province trembled with dread. The order must be obeyed, yet who in all Shining could make a robe of ashes? One night, in great distress, the son whispered the news to his hidden mother. "Wait," she said, "I will think, I will think." Well, on the second day she told him what to do. "Make rope of twisted straw," she said. Stretched it upon a rough flat, stones burned it on windless nights. He called the people together, and it, she said, when blazed it down, there upon the stones, every twist, a fibre showing perfectly. The governor was pleased at the wit of the youth, and praised it greatly, but he demanded to know where he had obtained his wisdom. Alas, alas, cried the farmer, the truth must be told. And with deep bows he related his story. The governor listened and then meditated the silence. Finally he lifted his head. China needs more than strength of youth, he said gravely. That I should have forgotten the well-known saying, with the crown of snow there comes wisdom. That very hour the cruel law was abolished and custom drifted into as far a past that only legends remain.